What's that, Kiwi? You want to talk about how to get top dollar for your house today? Well, all right, let's do it. Are you looking to get top dollar for the sale of your home? Those homeowners that put their property up for sale that get top dollar have these things in common. Now, these tips would be great to follow regardless of what market you're in. If you've ever been successful at selling your home with a knowledgeable real estate agent, you know that the process starts way before the home goes live on the MLS. The first thing that you're going to want to do is deep clean. And by deep clean, I want you to think back when you and your significant other or that special person in your life first started dating and you were having a dinner party and inviting his family over for the very first time. I'm talking about that type of deep cleaning where every cobweb is removed, every baseboard is clean, every nook and cranny in the home has been wiped down. A great rule of thumb is when in doubt, take it out. You also want to declutter at the same time. So you want to take out 30 to 40% of all your belongings. If you can put it in a storage, that would be a great place to start. If not, the garage is sufficient for the decluttering phase of the home that goes hand in hand with the deep cleaning. And the thing to keep in mind is a lot of this would have to be done anyways because you're planning on selling this home for a specific reason, which means that you no longer are going to be living there. And a big thing here is to make sure that the entire interior of the home is painted in a neutral color, whether this is like a beige or a white, which is usually what I recommend. And if we paint it all white, it's kind of like that blank canvas. It makes the house look brighter and wider and just really like a new home, which is the feeling that we want to give to the buyer. The biggest thing I like to see is taking down all of your family photos. It gives the buyer the ability to walk into the home, see it smelling fresh, clean and presentable, and it gives them a strong sense of them being able to visualize their family in the house, not looking at your wedding picture or your children or your dogs up on the wall somewhere. I found that there are typically three types of homeowners. One is going to be the cleaner who is super clean but not very tidy. The tidiers who are super tidy but not very clean. And then the last one is going to be the perfectionist. They are just going to have this process down. And if you're some combination of the three, that is okay. We're definitely here to guide and help you through it. But my biggest piece of advice is to go ahead and just hire an affordable cleaning service to come in and deep clean your home. You're also going to want to get all the repairs done for the home, whether it's mechanical or structural. If it's mechanical, you just want to either replace or fix whatever it is just to get it into working order. That doesn't mean that you have to purchase a brand new unit. You just need to make sure that everything that is planning on being sold with the home needs to be in working order. So fireplaces, dishwashers, ovens, microwaves. And if it's structural, it's definitely something that needs to be corrected. And when we're talking about structural, we're talking about things from beams to foundation or anything that can pose as a safety hazard. A home buyer is not going to want to move into a house and fix things that fall in these two categories. We're not talking about the little chips of paint that came off the wall. We're really just focusing on those major appliances, and the main functions and features of the house need to be in working order. You're going to want the front of your home to display amazing curb appeal. So take down those cobwebs, pressure wash the driveway, sweep. Let's do a little bit of landscaping, pull those dead weeds, those dead plants, or even dead trees that have been there forever, and just really make the front look as brand new as possible. Also keep in mind that first impressions are key. So if the front of your house looks amazing, the likelihood of that buyer being that much more excited to see the interior of your home goes up way more. So now that we got the exterior of your home looking good and the interior of the home and 40% of your belongings put away in storage or boxed up in the garage, that leaves us for the other 60% of your stuff, which is probably your furniture and those essential items that you're gonna need that are going to remain in the house. Now, that brings us to the staging part of this entire presentation, which is gonna really help pull everything together. Now, you're gonna wanna rearrange your furniture in a way that looks very appealing and very inviting. It doesn't have to be over the top. Use the things that you already have and just rearrange them. Take everything off the counters, on the countertops, in the kitchen, on maybe you have like bookshelves. Take all of those things and put them away, either box them up, or you could just put them inside of cabinets and just make the home look as naked as you possibly can. As I mentioned before, less is more, and it definitely helps the buyer visualize where they're going to put their furniture, where their photos are going to go to, what they would do in that corner and this corner. And oh, would I leave that wall white, or would I paint it in avocado green color? Whatever it is, it really lets their imagination run wild. And because it looks so amazing from the outside and looks just as amazing on the inside, and the pictures match what they see online, 90% of buyers see a home for sale online first. So they're clicking through pictures and they're watching videos, which makes it that much more important to make sure you have an agent that's taking high quality photos and high quality videos. And if you're an agent watching this, make sure that you do that, because it is important and it is a direct representation of the seller and their home. But Nashira, talk to me about your marketing plan. What are you gonna do to market my home properly to get me top dollar? That is a great question, and probably the number one question that I get asked during the seller presentations where I'm interviewing for this position. Now, of course, assuming that the condition of the home is great, we've priced it correctly, and that means that the online presentation looks amazing. My job will always be to get you the highest and best price in the least amount of time possible, which means that the home needs to look amazing up to the day of videoing it and taking its photos, but it also needs to look in that exact same condition when it comes to showing the home. And this is that moment where I need you to shift your mind and act as if you are a guest visiting your own home, because eventually you will no longer be that homeowner and you will be moving on, maybe into another bigger home, or maybe you're downgrading, or maybe it was a vacation home, or whatever the case may be. It will no longer be in your possession in the very near future. This is also the time where you need to work closely with your agent. It is a collaborative effort in order for this to work properly. Also keep in mind that you want to remove as many cars from the property as possible during photos and videos of your property, because you don't want to see any cars in the picture. You want the buyer to stay focused and the viewer to stay focused on the home. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you would like to sign up for our monthly newsletter, there is a link in the comment section below for you to do so. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.